Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good morning. It is my distinct pleasure to present to you this morning Dr. David Anthony Clarke, the pastor of Union Grove Missionary Baptist Church in Warner Robins. Dr. Clarke was born in Flint, Michigan, and then he enlisted in the United States Marines, where he served for 12 years. It was there that he began preaching, and he met his lovely wife, Michelle. They have 3 wonderful children. And in 2002, he came to Warner Robins. I'd also like to say that he has preached across the globe, and that includes Japan, Haiti, West Africa, and he preaches and ministers here at home in our prisons, along with his ministry in Warner Robins. He is a very dear friend, and I'm grateful for his friendship, and we're also very blessed to have him in our community. He's an inspirational leader, Dr. David Anthony Clarke.
Good morning. This is the day the Lord has made. We're grateful for this door that's been opened to come and share with you on today. We also want to acknowledge Speaker Ralston, and to my good friend Shaw Blackmon, Heath Clarke, and to all of you today. I want to share just a few things with you to hopefully inspire you, challenge you, make you laugh, make you think. Last week I couldn't wait to get home to watch the North Carolina versus Duke men's basketball game. I hardly ever get to watch college ball on television due to my schedule. Besides, the only teams I really want to watch are my beloved Michigan Wolverines or Michigan State Spartans. So last Wednesday I made sure that it was the will of God for me to wrap Bible study up in time to get home and watch Zion Williamson do his thing. Well, 30 seconds into the game, Zion injured his knee and was out for the rest of the game. His Nike shoe fell apart while he was performing one of his stellar shake and bake moves, and he fell to the floor, grabbing his leg. He was simply doing what he normally does on the court. It was just another game, a significant game between rivals, but just another game. Another night on the basketball court, and his foot burst through his shoe as if he was turning into the Incredible Hulk. Zion's accident resulted in loss. Nike lost $1.1 billion in market share the next day, but Zion's accident also resulted in Duke's loss to North Carolina, 88-72. How are we to look at Zion's shoe incident? There are various lessons to glean from the accident, but here's one I believe that's worth noting. The wrong pair of shoes can cause your team to lose the game. Too many leaders in nearly every sector of our society are wearing the wrong kind of shoes. Some are constantly competing in shoes of corruption. Many are running endless marathons in shoes of greed and hatred. These are poor shoes to wear for any leader, especially public servants. These shoes will guarantee your team a loss. We are all on the same team. We're Team Georgia. This is where we live. This is our home. This is where we raise our children. This is where we worship. This is where we work. Georgia is on our minds. We live here even on a rainy night in Georgia. Sometimes we're so eager to get home, we catch a midnight train to Georgia. Georgia's such a great state, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. Willie Nelson was so eager to get here, he said he'd been to Georgia on a fast train. Georgia is so on my mind, I have to sing it 2 times. Georgia, Georgia. Come on, sing it with me. Georgia, Georgia. As you draft policies, push legislation, meet with persons with all sorts of interests, please do so wearing great shoes every day. Wear shoes of love for your fellow man. Wear shoes of humility and compassion. Wear shoes of curiosity and empathy. Wear shoes of courage to make tough, unpopular, but right decisions. You may experience personal setbacks and defeats, but just as Zion Williamson will bounce back and play more basketball, wear shoes of resilience. The wrong pair of shoes can cost your team the game. Nike is a Greek word for victory. Wear shoes that make all Georgians victorious. Help the poor, the middle class, and the rich to win. Help the silent generation, the boomers, the generations X, Y, and Z to win. Help, as Martin Luther King Jr. said, all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics to win. Help industries in Georgia to win. Help education, agriculture, technology, transportation, tourism, nonprofits, and all other industries win. Doing so can be hard because you will make decisions that will cause some people to feel like they're losing the game. You can't make everyone happy, but you can try to make everybody victorious. We all want life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Wear shoes that promote liberty and justice for all. Would you please join me in a word of prayer? Father, grant these your servants a generous dose of your divine wisdom. Guide their feet and order their steps. May they seek your help in serving our great state. Make them tough-minded and tender-hearted. Touch them to serve as shepherds after your own heart and with a desire to bring you glory. Bless them and protect them. Smile on them and be gracious unto them. Show them your favor and give them peace. In your holy name, amen. Would you please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance?